Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another Fast Descendant video. So I have another complete guide to your companion in the Fast Descendant, the dogs that you get. With episode 2, we got a second dog, the Vesper's hunting dog. Previously, with the launch of season 2, we had the Hagios sheepdog. Now we have the Vesper's hunting dog. Both of them are farmed in the same place. Their research materials drop in the same place. It's very straightforward, but I wanted to show you how to get them. There are a few changes from last season, which is another reason why I'm making this video, because with the launch of episode 2, I'm noticing people are watching that video. So I wanted to quickly get an updated video out because there are some changes from how we used to farm previously. Most notably, we now have a pity system in the game, a targeted reward system, so you can get the materials very, very quickly. I have farmed the dog. I started yesterday and I managed to get all the materials, all the blueprints for the Vesper's hunting dog in about 6 or 7 attempts of the Void Vessel. That's it. So you need these 4 items. These are the blueprints, and then you need these research items to research these parts. And then when you have all of this, you put everything to research and then you get the dog. My dog is ready to claim from Anais in the research lab. So I'll do that and then I'll show you how to uh, increase the level of your dog using the growth items, and I'll also show you how to get the growth items. So to make this simple, let's make this a complete guide for everyone so that if you're new or if you're experienced, you can get all the information in one place. Just use the timestamps to skip to the relevant section. All right, so first things first, you have to go to the void vessel for both the dogs. Hagios sheepdog, the first dog, is on normal difficulty, and the Vesper's hunting dog is on the hard. That is the only difference. Of course, enemies will be harder here. Now, the way this works is at the end of the void vessel, there is a boss. When you kill the boss, you get a container. Okay, the quality of the container will depend on how much time is left when you beat the boss. So when you kill the boss and you have 3 minutes remaining, you'll get all the 4 different types of boxes. So you'll either get this left side, all 4 boxes on the left side, or all 4 boxes on the right side. The reason for this is in the void vessel, we also farm 2 descendants, Ines and Keelan. Okay, so when you finish the boss at the end, you get a set of boxes. So one box will be for dog, one box will be for descendant, one box for dog, one box for descendant. So why 4 boxes? Again, like we said, quality of the box, and by quality, the top box has higher probability for the items. Okay, and one item in each of the boxes has the highest probability. So if you see here, we have 20%, 15%, 10%, 25%. So the code here has 25% chance of dropping. In the second box, you can see the probabilities are lower, 12, 16, 25, and 8. One item still has the best probability. So on this one, the spiral catalyst has 25%. And the third best box, you can see 6, 12, 9, but the stabilizer has 25%. We can use that in our targeted reward system, in the PT system, to get more value out of it. I'll explain that later. And then we have the final lowest quality box. You get this if you just finish, if you just kill the boss, there's barely any time left. So here you will get 25% for the enhancers, but the rest of the items have 4, 6, and 8, so very low probabilities. Okay, so our intention is to finish the fight as quickly as possible, get the best box. So sometimes you'll get the best box for the dog, sometimes you'll get the best box for the descendant, in which case you'll have to open the second best box, and so on. So when you finish it, you'll get 6 keys, or use 1 key immediately to open the container. Now, let's talk about the research materials. So the research materials, like I discussed earlier, also drop from the void vessel. So we have cloned plasmids, Noctium, artificial nanocells, specialized serum culture, centromere mixture. So you need these items in various quantities for both the dogs. 1 or 2 items are different. For the sheepdog, we have luminous alloys, exilium, but all of them drop from one particular type of box. I'll go into the void vessel and show you a bit and show you the differences between the various boxes. So these are the things you need. So let's remove this one and I'll show you how to set a target and how to approach this efficiently. So let's say you are going to farm the Vesper's hunting dog. Okay, now you have these 4 items. You can target these items. Okay, so let's target the code here, because this is in the top box with the best probability, and there's a reason why I'm doing that. I'll explain that when we get to the end of the void vessel. So press F and then click on set target reward. On the keyboard and mouse, it's G. I'm not sure what it is on controller, but you press that. It'll go green and it'll be registered as a target over here. Now, if you go out here, you press U and you'll see it on your menu, on your screen as well. So we are targeting the code for the hunting dog. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll go into the void vessel and I'll cut to the part where I have different boxes, and I'll show you what box you need to open. And then at the end, when I kill the boss, I'll show you the container and how to open that to get the best results. Okay, so hunting dog is on hard difficulty. So I'll go on hard and I'll see you soon. Okay, bonus tip, while you're going through the void vessel, you will come across these beacons. And if you activate one of these, you get a little more time when you're fighting the boss. So if I activate one here, I get 15 seconds added to the time to defeat the boss. Now, this was a bit of an issue early on, but the boss has been nerfed. So these days we don't bother with activating the beacons. But if you don't have a fully built gun or a Descendant, you may want to take advantage of this. You can do this 10 times and you get quite a decent increase in the time to take out the boss, or as many as you can. All right, so we are in a room with some boxes. I wanted to just stop briefly and show you what we have here. So this one with the red light is the broken materials storage box. We are not interested in this. This has research materials for the Descendants. We don't have to worry about opening this. This one does not require a key though. Next we have, you can see another broken one. We have a specialized material storage box. This has research materials for the growth items for the dog. Again, I'll come to that later, but for now we are only interested in this box. This is called the experimental material storage box. This is the only type we want if you want the items for the dog, the research items. Okay, so this requires a key. Let's open this one and we'll see what we get. We get cloned plasmids, Noctium, centrovial mixture, artificial nanocell, specialized serum culture. So in various quantities we get that. Okay, there's one other type of dog. We'll talk about one other type of box. We'll talk about that when we go into the growth system. Okay, boss done. Now we get a container at the end. So this is the container. Now, once again, let's remember we are targeting the code for the hunting dog. Now, there is another layer of complexity. Hopefully, it's not difficult to understand. So we are getting all the good boxes. We have 3 minutes and 33 seconds remaining, and we get all the quality boxes. Okay, so this time we got the best for the dog, second best for the Descendant, and so on. Now, this is the thing that you can take advantage of with the pity system. This box has the best probability for the code. We are targeting the code. So if you open the box that you are targeting and has the best probability and you don't get it, your PT system, the beater on that will fill up much faster. So you won't have to repeat it too many times. Now, if you see this box has the best probability for the stabilizer. So if you were targeting the stabilizer, you would fill up your PT bar, let's say, with this one. So let's see once again. This is 0%. We are targeting code and we are going to open this one. If we get the code, great. If not, we'll fill up the bar much faster. And we get a stabilizer. We don't get the code, which had the highest probability. Notice we are getting a 20% increase to that bar, which means if you do this 5 times and you open the top box 5 times, you are guaranteed to get the code. And that shouldn't happen because even with this, you'll end up getting one of the other things. So you got the stabilizer, even if you did not get the code. So next time you do this again and you might get the enhanced cells or something else. So this is how you do it. The top box has the best probability. Okay, so let's say you have done the void vessel multiple times. You got all 4 blueprints for the dog, and you got all the research materials from the experimental boxes. You go to fellow material. Okay, you have 3 each. So once you have everything, you research this for 200,000, 200,000. This takes 8 hours, I think. Yeah, 8 hours for each of these 3 things. Once you have all these 3 things, you then farm the whole dog. Once you do that, this takes 16 hours. You can now get your dog. So let's do that here and get the dog. Ta-da. Come on, it's taking ages. There we have the Vesper's hunting dog. Okay, good. Now, once you have the dog, you have to level up the dog. And in order to level up the dog, you have to go back to the void vessel, and there's another item that you have to get. Okay, let me just get this. Okay, so we got the dog. Hopefully that part made sense and it was easy to understand. If not, drop a comment below. I'll be happy to help. Now, we got these items. We got this. Dog is ready. We go to enhancement materials, and if we scroll down, fortified supplement, special synthetic calcium, and ultimate protein compound. These things are needed to level up your dog. So let's first level up the dog. Let's give our good boy some rest. He has been working non-stop for 3 months, dismantling and picking up all the junk. And let's check out the new dog. So now we have, how do I change the dog? Press A or D. Okay, so this is our next dog. You can see here unused. We equip this one. And if we go here, this one is unequipped. Now notice sheepdog is level 30. This gives you HP recovery, picks up module. This is maximum level 30. Okay, at 30, you have 120-second cooldown for the dismantle of your junk. I'll show you the junk filter settings as well, and gives you some recovery, 60-meter pickup. Now, if we go to our hunting dog who is not leveled up, we can see he only has a 20-meter range, 180-second cooldown, 100-second to fill up the ammo. So we have to get him up to level 30. So in order to level him up, we need to use the various items. Now, let me just briefly talk about how to get the items, and then I'll do that leveling up and the benefits of leveling up. So once again, we have to go to the void vessel and open different boxes for the growth items. So let's go here, then I'll open this over here, and library enhancement materials. So this is the most common part, common item, fortified supplement. Synthetic calcium is a little rarer, but you still get it. Ultimate protein is the rarest thing known to man, because I have not managed to find a single one. The one you see here is something I got with one of their in-game events. There is also one currently running right now in episode 2, Beyond Sigma Sector. On day 8, you'll get one of these, so make sure to get this. This gives you a lot of XP for your dog. Okay, so first, let's talk about where to get these items. So if you go here, it has, again, a simple setup. 3 items drop from one box, and this final item drops from another bag. As you can see, this is the most common item. You'll get it quite easily. So these items here, you need similar items basically in all of them. So these ones will drop from a box called special material storage box. I mentioned that briefly. I'll show you again in the void vessel. Small box with a green light. It needs a key. Okay, and then we have this item here, the sort of blueprint, let's say, and this one is from the genetic information storage box. Now this box looks exactly like the experiment with a slightly different color. So yeah, once again, let's go into the void vessel, and I'll find a room where we have all the different boxes and I'll tell you which ones. One more bonus tip: while you're going through the void vessel, press your tab ESIF and you'll see these diamonds. So basically what these means, green ones are boxes that need a key, and white ones are boxes that don't need a key, broken box. So you'll run across these, and if you're not sure how to go, there'll always be something like this. You jump up and there should be a way into that room. If you're with a team, one person can go in, and once you get into the room, the door opens. So this is the perfect room because it has all types of boxes that we need. So in order to get the growth items for the dog, you need specialized storage. These are the first 3 items. And then you need this box here, the genetic information box. This has the 4th item, the protein compound. Unlikely that you'll get protein, but calcium, that blueprint type item, the 4th item. This room also has all four types of boxes. Four, five, four. So again, press tab, and the white one doesn't need a key. The green ones need a key. Okay. Then this one has research materials for the descendants. We don't need that. Experimental one has research materials for the dog when we are farming the dog. And then specialized and genetic. Now, genetic and experimental look the same. Notice the light here. It's just a little lighter on this one. I don't know what color this is, cyan or something. But yeah, this one is slightly different color, different shade. Okay, so this, I did not spot this when we first started doing this. So when you are researching dog, open the experimental box and container at the end. Both require keys. That's an economical way of doing it. And then once you have all the materials for the dog and you're researching the dog, then you only want the growth items, only open this one and this one. That is the best way to use your keys if you are limited on keys. So let's open this one. Notice we get leptin, X sector, ionized metal, adaptive protein. Okay. This one, let's see if we get lucky. Usually you don't get much here. Oh, we got the fortified septum. Now this is the most common item, so you will get that. Okay, back to Albion, and we have Serena here because I've just unlocked Serena. Now, once you have collected all the materials for the growth items, you once again go to Ines and farm these. Once you have everything, all the materials, you research them, pay whatever amount is needed, wait whatever time is needed, and then you'll have a bunch of these. So how many do you need to get your dog to max level? Let's do that here. So once again, we press I, go into manage fellows. This is the sheepdog. Go to the hunting dog. Why isn't he equipped? I thought I had equipped. Anyway, equip him. I think we changed Serena. That's fine. Okay, so dog, we have to get to level 30. In order to get to level 30, we need 51,000 XP. Okay, the fortified supplement gives you 1,000 XP. Specialized synthetic calcium gives you 2,500, and ultimate protein compound gives you 10,000 XP. At least that is what it was for the sheepdog. Unless they changed it, it should be the same. So first level, you need 1,000. So if you put one of these, level it up. Okay. Now next level will require a little more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are getting up to here. Now at level 5, we need 1,200. Level 9, level 10, we need 1,500. Each level needs 1,500. At level 15, we'll need 1,800. Can I do this just with these? No, I don't think I can. At level 19, we need 2,200. At 20, and at 20, we have maxed it out. Yeah, we have maxed it out, and if we just use the 36 of these, we'll get the dog up to 23, which is pretty good. Now let's start using these. These give 2,500. So one of these should take us to 24, 25, 26. Now we need 2,500 per level, and 28, 29, and that's it. We should be able to max out the dog with 36 of these and 6 of these. I'm keeping this because this is so rare. Total XP 51,000. Okay, let's do that. Boom. The dog is getting leveled up like crazy. I have disabled the audio, otherwise it will be making all sorts of noises. And you can see the detection range, the pickup range, the dismantle time, autofill, all of that is reducing as we are leveling up. I'm not even sure what the max is. So 40 seconds to refill your ammo, 20 seconds for dismantle, which is the same as the other dog. 60 meters, oh, this is all same. Okay, so our dog is fully leveled. Any suggestions for name? Drop them below. I'm not sure what to call him right now. Other one I called Commander because he's a shepherd, German shepherd, so Commander Shepherd, that sort of thing. And so something for our hunting dog as well. So we have leveled up the dog. Now, one more thing, when you level up the dog, you get some freebies. Okay, so go to journal, go to awards, fellow. Notice we have reached level 1. We get a black fall pattern. At level 5, we get something, title. Let's get that. At level 10, we get a sort of sandy winds pattern. Let's get that. At level 30, we get a swamp specialization pattern. So let's customize the fellow and see what these look like. So pattern is over here. Why is he showing his bot to me? So this is the base one. This is the sandy winds, nighttime, and swamp. Okay, so let's just equip this one for now. Also, in the journal, there are also some growth items that are given away, if I recall from last time. So because I already got them, so they're probably not giving you now. But you can see here, if you defeat 1,000 enemies with the dog enabled, you get one of the calcium items, the calcium, synthetic calcium. This gives you 2,500 XP, remember. And you get an emote here, another emote, two of those basic fortified supplements here, 1,000 each XP, another emote, another emote, another emote, another emote. So you'll get all of these depending on how many enemies have killed. You just need to have the dog equipped, nothing special. So I think I have covered everything regarding the dog. No, wait, dismantle. I'll quickly show you the dismantle settings as well. So the dog will pick up the loot and dismantle them based on your settings. So if you, let's say, go into the guns here and go into the junk filter, I'll share my setup here. You can copy this if you want, and once you understand it, you can tweak it to your setting. Basically, I'm at level end game, so I don't want any purple guns, and I only want the ultimate stuff. We don't get ultimate guns anyway, like they don't drop. So we don't want them to get accidentally dismantled. The game, I think the developers have disabled that, so you won't accidentally, dismantle a gun. But what you need to select in order to dismantle all the purple and blue guns, select ultimate or higher, okay? And make sure weapon level is 1. So what this means is any ultimate gun that is at least level 1 will not be dismantled. It will be excluded from the chunk, okay? Now anything below that, so if it's a level 100 purple gun, will get dismantled. Easy peasy. Next we have reactors. Reactors, we do the same thing. We only want level 100 reactors, and we want ultimate. Now with the guns, we wanted level 1 guns because when you make a new gun, when you research a new gun, it drops at level 1. We'll increase the level later. But for purple guns, we get level 100 guns in endgame. We don't want them. So what we are saying for reactor, sorry. For reactor, you want to keep level 100 reactor and ultimate tier. So sometimes you might get a level 95 reactor. We don't want that. We want only level 100 and ultimate. Anything below that, we are dismantling. Now, this setting here, enhanced reactor. If you have enhanced reactor, for example, if we look at Serena here, I'm using a reactor that has been enhanced to level 5. If we look through here, this one isn't enhanced, this one isn't enhanced, this one is enhanced, and so on. So basically what we are telling them is if a reactor has been enhanced even by 1, do not dismantle it. It should be excluded from the chart. Okay. Next is option filter settings. So these are the options, and first you have to tell whether you want this feature to be used. So click on use if you want to use this. And then what we want is select the things that we want on the reactor, the substats. So what I've done is first I've again gone for only ultimate rarity. So I don't want any purple skill cost or cooldown. I just want ultimate. This will dismantle almost everything, but the stuff that will stay behind will be very high quality. So I'm keeping cost, keeping cooldown, duration, range, critical hit rate, critical hit damage, non-attribute, fire, chill, electric, toxic, fusion, singular, dimension, tech skill, power boost. I'm not keeping HP heal modifier because that's not used. Sub attack, we are not rarely using melee, so we are not keeping this on the reactor. We want additional damage against Colossus. Some reactors are for Colossus. And then we are skipping everything for the faction damage, so we don't want this. So just keep ultimate tier and these items. These are my settings. Now the second option here is number of option matches. So when you have a reactor, you have 2 items here. So what we are telling with that setting is both these options need to be gold. Okay, let me see if I have something which is not both gold. This one here. So for example, this one here, one is purple, one is gold. With this option, exclude from junk if both options, 2 options are gold or at this setting. So you need to select this because what will happen if you select this is one will be gold and the other could be blue. So let's say you get a gold cooldown, the game will keep that one even if the second option is rubbish. So we want both options to be good. So you can put excluded. So again, this is my preference, very sort of tight. I don't want any rubbish, so it'll chunk most of it. And then finally, the external components. Very similar to the reactors, we want ultimate or higher components. We want them at level 100, which is again what you get at endgame. And then this has external components with set effects. Now, certain purple components also have set effects. So basically what set effects are, let's say I have this set here, the ascending armory set. Okay, all four parts. And when you have all four parts, you get certain effects. For two parts, you get skill cost on this occasion. And for four parts, you get all the other things. Now, some purple components also have these set effects. So if we go into external components, go up here, we have Swamp Recon, Acrobat, Auxiliary. You can see they also have some effects 2 and 4 depending on the components. So what I'm telling with this setting is include in junk anything that is purple, even if it has a set effect. Okay, so I don't want the purple ones. If you want some of them actually have good things. You can click on exclude. Otherwise, I'm not keeping any purple components. I'm just chunking everything. Again, option filter settings, which is the same as what we had for Reactor. First thing, you tell them to use these settings, and then you tell them to use at least exclude them if they have 2 gold settings, and then you select the gold settings. What I have done is, again, everything in gold. I have skipped module drop rate. I've skipped Kuiper shard because, again, endgame I don't need. I have so much Kuiper, there's no need for it. Down but not out duration, I've skipped this one as well. Basically, you'll crawl on your hands and knees longer when you're not. MP recovery out of combat, we need that, we need that, we need that. Consumable drop rate increase, I'm skipping that. Character XP gain, again, not needed. I use the external boost and do that quickly. I'm keeping the gold drop rate because occasionally I have a farming set where I just want more gold. Similarly, firearm proficiency, you can if you have one. Main issue for me is the storage space is limited, so I'm skipping these things. Otherwise, I don't mind having this. HP recovery, shield recovery, MP recovery, that's fine. Defense is very important. Equipment drop rate, item acquisition. Now that we have the dog, I don't think this is needed, so maybe I should just dismantle this. Yeah. Equipment drop rate increase modifier. Let's say you are hunting for reactors or other parts. You can use this. I don't know if they drop much more. I've never tested this, but you can have this for your farming set, let's say. Max MP, eSIF display time, again, not really needed, but if you are using Enzo or something, you could pick these 2 settings. So that is basically my settings. Hopefully this was useful. So yeah, I think that covers everything regarding the dog. So we covered how to farm the dog, how to get the growth items, how to set up the dismantle. We got some free skins for the dog. 2 differences between the 2 dogs. One gives you more ammo, other gives you more HP. Differences in farming. I think I've covered everything. Thank you for watching. And if any questions are still remaining, drop them below. I'll try my best to answer. Making videos like this is a bit difficult because I don't quite know how to present it. Should I make it more new player friendly? Should I make it more experienced player friendly? Because some people will come and say, why are you telling this again? You already know this. And then some people will say how to start void vessel missions. So I need to cover everything. So yeah, hopefully, apologies if the video is too long, but hopefully it covers all the bases regarding your fellow as of right now. Again, thank you and see you next time.